Right stick switching, an aspect of the defense which I still stand by as one of the most crucial defending techniques to increase your defense by tenfold. This will literally make you into an MS-DOS style defender if you can perfect right stick switching.
Really, Dasari just not allowing any space for Tex at the back, making it very difficult for him to even get out of his own box.
There's a new animation in the game where essentially every time you go to select a defender, a line will show up and it will choose the defender that you like. However, as always, there's a catch. After using both the classic and the adaptive technique, I've noticed a common issue with the adaptive right stick switching style technique. I mean, I was sitting there live on stream trying to switch between players and I kept having flashbacks. I literally felt like I was Nick 28T back in 2017.
Sitting there like trying to pick players, fucking selecting players on the bench and shit, players in fucking Narnia.
It was driving me mental. I'm changing my settings. I'm sick and tired of this shit. I then realized there's something wrong with the setting. I then decided to try classic right stick switching. You know, the old faithful, the setting that we used last year. And what I noticed was selecting players was so much quicker and a lot easier. And this is why. What I found with adaptive switching is essentially when you're attempting to select players, it is a lot slower to do so. And what is the point of right stick switching? The point of it is essentially to select a defender as quick as you can so that you can track a runner, press the opponent, or cover a hole or space. However, with adaptive switching, it actually relies on you to hold the right stick in the direction that you want to select the defender for a split second before it actually selects that defender. And it makes sense because that's what it's designed for. It's designed to aim and then select the defender. But what I noticed is it was setting me back. I couldn't select defenders very quickly. A lot of the time also, if I was to flick the right stick, but then would sort of take my thumb off it as I did it, because it is a line that moves, if I rotated the stick slightly, it would select a defender that's in the midfield that I didn't even want. However, when I switched to classic, I noticed that I could select any defender that I wanted as usual in previous years, and I could do it efficiently, I could do it quickly, and I could accurately aim the right stick to where I wanted to, because the first flick in the direction that I desired would select the defender that I pointed towards. Now what I will say is, if you are getting used to the angles with right stick switching, I highly recommend selecting adaptive right stick switching. This will allow you to get used to the actual direction the right stick needs to be to select defenders without having to rely on classic right stick. However, if you've mastered right stick switching and you're like myself, I highly recommend sticking to the old faithful and going with classic right stick switching. This setting will truly change your right stick switching, especially if you haven't taken into consideration adaptive right stick switching. The reason why I made this video and why I'm saying this is because adaptive right stick switching is the default switching mechanic this year. You need to bear that in mind, and especially with the settings glitch where it goes back to default, I highly recommend resetting this to classic if you haven't already. That will sing at the end of it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm coaching 101 on patreon.com. If you want private coaching, the link is down below. One-on-one, I've taken people from Div 10 to Elite, so it can be done, will be done. I hope you enjoy that. Of course, follow me on Instagram as well. Keep in touch with the No Money Spent Road to an Event. Episode 2 was uploaded yesterday. Go and check that out. But as always, I hope you have a good day. I'm out. Sayonara. Au revoir. Adios. Salam. Ciao. Goodbye.